Alright there, Yorkie here, your old mate. Bringing you the monthly update for February. I know, you're all sat there going, Yorkie, what the bloody hell's wrong with you? You're a week early. I know, bear with me. Between caregiver responsibilities, a decade-long sleeping problem, on a positive side, get my good computer back, so having to swap computers again. Losing a day or two to my father-in-law coming back home for a week or so. Let's face it, the January plans turned into a right shit show, didn't they? I apologise for that. I figured, since I've moved to the new computer, let's just start February and start it a week early. So what we got planned for you? Great, first of all, let's talk Wilder Myth. The Tales Over Coffee that I've been running with Yorkie the Tailspinner. That's going to finish up the current chapter of the current roleplay in the next few days. 3 days of it is left. We're going to see that through. We're going to stop at that chapter, go on to a couple of other things, and come back with the remaining chapters. I love this game. It's not got fantastic viewership on the channel, but I do love this game. I'd strongly recommend anyone who's enjoyed it, go play it. It's worth it. I hope they add extra things to it as they go forward, because it's really fun. It could be awesome. So what's coming on to replace it on Tales Over Coffee? Well, February is Valentine's Day month, and so I'm having a games he's loved. My love of favourite games month. Not the broadcast. I love this game. It's a FMV narrative game where you play the controller of a news station in a dystopian future. I did play 1 and 2 on channel before, but they've released episode 3 finally, the final episode. I'm going to take another run at it, Yorkie the Tailspinner of course, and run that through. Once that's over, another one I've had on channel, months ago, Road 96. An episodic adventure where each episode, for want of a better word, is actually, would you call it an episodic adventure? I'm going to do it. It's actually the run of a teenager trying to escape from a dystopian country across the border along Road 96. Great fun. Going to see how it goes. Next up, we move on to the other games on the channel that are not Tales Over Coffee. Humankind. You know it. I love it. The 4X game, Humankind's making a comeback. Now, they've released their first DLC, which I picked up hardback. They've also released a mod that puts some endless universe stuff into Humankind. So I'm going to be running with both of those. Now, I've only really run to any meaningful extent on Nation before. I'm stepping it up to Empire. I think it's going to be a disaster. Next up, that's King Yorkie II of the House of Yorkie, of course. You can't see my face point. Next up, The Amazing American Circus. You know, if you've seen it before, you know I love this game. I've had 2 runs on channel. The first one ended when I had to swap from this machine to a different one. Yeah. The second one ended when, unfortunately, there was a crash. It is still in early access, but I think I'm assuming they'll have fixed that crash by now. I'm going to try again. If it crashes, it crashes. But this is a card battler I love. Since it's a card battler, random mechanics, it'll be Yorkie the surprise mechanic. Don't chew my cords. No, don't chew my cords. There we are. Next up, one of the new Lives of Yorkie. I mean, there's a bunch of Lives of Yorkie. Real characters. And that's Professor Yorkie for his science stuff. Mars Horizon. Played this going on a year ago on an old channel actually, The Boggle. This is a kind of puzzle game, you're running a space agency, trying to be the first to reach Mars and set up a base there. They've added a couple of expansions since, minor expansions but with some good missions in and so on. I want to have another go. I only reached 3rd place last time. We'll see if we can do better. Next up, Private Yorkie, who does my epic adventures, roleplays and so on. Mad Max. and played that since 2018 when I was a Twitch streamer. Oh, I loved that game. Now, I didn't quite finish it, but let's see if I can. We'll see. Anyone who doesn't know, you're playing someone in a dystopian future version of Australia. Surviving on the open road in a desert nation where everything that exists wants to kill you. Which I'm not actually sure how that's different from modern Australia, but never mind. Let's move on. Then we got DJ Yorkie, who is doing the ERB reactions on my reaction channel. Rising Star 2. Right, now Rising Star 2 is still in early access, but I don't think we're going to do much more development on it. You play as a band, a rock band. Well, it could be any kind of music really, it doesn't matter, it doesn't specify. Starting out as nobodies and trying to build your way up to be the stars. We'll see how far that goes. As long as it's getting viewed, it'll be there. I'll be DJ Yorkie. Trader Yorkie, my tycoon and business player. Game Dev Masters, Ryan Saunders. My boy Ryan is still in early access with Game Dev Masters, but he's finished adding the features to it, shall we say. He's now moving on to localization, improving GUI and things like that. I want to try it with all the features. It's been a few months. I haven't really seen the storefronts he's done. I haven't really used the crypto he's done. I want to try it out. And finally, the other one. Now these are all love affairs I've had with games, if you want to put it that way. You know, games of love. Empire of Sin. Sometimes love doesn't go right. This is going to be for Detective Yorkie, because he does the law and so on. And Detective Yorkie is going to be approaching Empire of Sin, running a crime syndicate in 1920s Chicago. This was a game I loved until I played it, and I loved it at the start. They've had a year of development since I last played it, just over. I think I finished it last December. There's a lot of let's down in it. I want to see if it's improved to a level where it's truly a love affair now. So that's what's coming to the channel. Now, I'm going to be watching for views. If anything's getting at least 5 views, and I'm enjoying it, and I should enjoy all of these, because I've loved them before, with the possible exception of Empire of Sin, as I just said, then it's something that will stick around long term. If they drop off to below 5, certainly below, say, 3 or 4, even for a channel this small, that's starting to hit the algorithm too badly. I've got to think about, is this serving me, is this hurting me? There are others. You know, I've got a bunch of lives of Yorkie, different characters to play. Old Yorkie does live things. I'm thinking of putting him back on My Time with Porsche, if one of these fails. Foreman Yorkie does city-based network building. And I see City Skylines, which I've enjoyed. Not got so deep in, but I've enjoyed. Has released airports. I might try that. Yorkie the Ever Living, my horror spectre. You know what I haven't played in almost 2 years now? Dead by Daylight. And what I haven't played for almost 6 months before that? Dead by Daylight. So, that's another one I'm considering. Of course, since it's been so long, I'm going to be a bloody disaster if I try. Silent Yorkie for my sinister, hidden, behind-the-scenes, occult type things. I'm thinking of running Crusader Blades. Run it with him narrating as the power behind the throne. Crusader Blades basically is a mod that combines Crusader Kings 3, the grand strategy from Paradox, with Bannerlord, the grand strategy from Tailspin Paradox. Combining the strategy of CK3 with the battles of Bannerlord. Could be fun. And then we got Yorkie the Kid, who I haven't had before, my Wild West and Wild games. You know what I had on channel that seems to get some views and some popularity, and I've had 1 or 2 people comment on that. Maneater, the shark game. So, if need be, that can come as well. The other 3 that I've still got that don't have anything right now is Yorkie the Fool for whimsical and magical games, Yorkie Engerland, my sports game, and Yorkie the Builder, hands-on work theme games like House Flipper and so on. They're not going to have anything coming this month, no matter if everything else fails. So that's the plans for this channel. Let me just mention briefly the other two. There's Yorkieverse Wrestling, which was run by Yorkie England. That's folded for now. Wasn't getting the views. I think it could build up over the time. But that was running WWE 2K19. I'm going to wait until WWE 2K22. See if that turns into the shit show that 2K20 did. And if it doesn't, relaunch with that, because that should get more popularity. And the other one, Yorkie Reacts, is basically given over to ERB reactions right now. Epic Rap Battles of History reactions. But I do want to start adding series and a couple of other things on there. I don't know if I'm going to do this month. That's going to take a lot more work than other things, and so I don't know on that one. And that's my plan. So, stick around. If you haven't thrown a like, throw a like whenever you can. Throw a comment whenever you can. You know I'll respond. And drop me a sub if you will. We're trying to grow the channel. We're at 72 now, but honestly, 22 of them on this channel alone around 20 of those came from a couple of epic rap battle reactions I did. And that's not going to be part of this channel. That's on Yorkie Reacts. I expect to lose them over time. I need to grow pals. Throw me some subs. See you around. Bye now.